2022-2023, starting a little bit different this year. The club captain, Corey Hunter, joins me. Corey, you're looking relaxed, mate. 3 games, 3 losses, but from all reports, mate, a really good effort from the Sea Eagles, although you mightn't have got the chocolates.
Yeah, we definitely haven't got the chocolates, but it's been definitely a different start to the season with a fair few interstate players, which we have been really lucky to have. Not just because obviously we're a young club, but because we've had guys who can develop our youth coming through as well. I mean, the guys are reaping the rewards in second grade. We're starting to see a few more results go that way, and I no doubt hope that this weekend we're going to see some more results ourselves.
All right, pre-season's obviously started a bit earlier in the chillier months of the year.
Absolutely, it's definitely cold. It's only just starting getting sunlight by 6 now, so it's a bit different here in Brizzy. But I mean, it is what it is. The guys are still training hard, and it is we're on top of it, mate.
We're screaming it's too hot in 3 months' time. But do you like this idea, mate, of transition from 20s, 50s, and then Red Bull?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. It's easier to go down a gear than up a gear. I feel personally. You're always able to block the ball, but you're not always able to hit it. So I think it's a great transition, especially considering, despite the traditionalist theory, T20 and one-day cricket is definitely the way of the future. I'm not too sure about one day, but I'm certainly sure there's a lot of money in T20 cricket, and so we're trying to develop players as much as we can.
I don't agree with one bit of that, but anyway, only because I'm a traditionalist. That's the way I roll. But yeah, no, it's certainly a game that you can win. And as I just said to you, Corey, you guys mightn't have got the win, but you played well. But T20's like that; you can play really well and still not get the result.
Absolutely, mate. Sometimes it can be one player, but at the end of the day, it's it's a real team effort. If players do well individually, then we do well. But at the end of the day, you always rely on someone else. It's a bit different to athletics or something like that, where rely on someone. But hopefully, we can pull together as a team and start getting some really good performances and some good results with the bat.
Yeah. Let's start off with game one. Nicky King gets himself 40 off the bat. I'm sure he blocked those.
Mate, he did really well actually. That's one of his awesome innings there. That's really really positive to see some great signs for him, especially considering him and Grayson are our better spin players. And if we can get them firing through the middle, that's an absolute bank that they're going to do well towards the back end to give us a bit of a push and bit of motivation, a bit of momentum going towards the back end of games going forward.
So you got 2 for 22. That game 2 though, bit of a tough ask. But the new man, you talk about international or interstate players, you've got an international, Zach Folks. I'm sure that may be how you pronounce it. If you've had a few too many, it might sound a little bit ruder. But 2 for 17, mate. How's he blended into the club, mate? Coming in from across the land of boiling mud.
Yeah, mate, he's awesome. Coming from Canterbury, playing first-class cricket there. The only young fella, younger than me actually. He's doing really well. He's a great fella, great lad to have around. He's always there at training well before everyone else, and also having a hit with a couple other guys from our squad, which is again a bit of international or even first-class experience for us. That is also filtering down through our grades, which is a massive positive going forward for us. And in terms of the player himself, regardless of that, he's an awesome fella to be around.
Okay. Speaking of not so young, Robbie Fitzgerald, mate, the 7-time World Cup indoor Australian player. He's come back to get some vitamin D and stand out in the sun. I bet he's thinking, well, it's not so hot now, but Robbie's coming out of the hand. All right, Robbie, you got a 2 for in that game and also another 2 for in the final game.
Mate, absolutely, yeah. He's a tough. I wouldn't even call him a drop. It's more of just a switch, as we've got Liam Guthrie. Obviously, everyone knows who he is, coming in from the Brisbane Heat, coming into our side. He's going to be another massive impact from the top end and also death bowling perspective. Robbie, if we have any injuries, is our first spot back in. Sorry. And he's definitely done nothing wrong. It's just a case of we're bringing back in another good player. And so we hope that he does well in 2 so that we can slot him straight in for ones.
Mate, there's nobody more competitive than the robot. He's just an unbelievable machine, isn't he? He's just, mate, 2 flies in a wall and he will probably get the jigger out to make him go faster. That's the sort of guy he is.
Mate, he's an athlete. Put simply, nothing more will need to be said.
Nick Hobson, mate, he gets a 51 off 32 balls in that last game. I don't know a lot about Nick Hobson. Let's talk about him briefly.
Yeah, no, he's actually made a great transition with the club, working here with Brizzy. He's coming to train. He's doing really well. He's a left-hander. Bit less of a slasher like the traditionalist. He's actually really good over cover. The pull shot's obviously one of his, and then if you bowl short, you're going to get cut to the boundary for sure. He's doing really well for us. Great fella as well, gets along with the team. I mean, we don't have any bad eggs or say any of that. Everyone gets along really well, which is creating a great team environment. We just hope to see the results now.
So how do you keep these players that are new to the club away from getting the bad habits of the rednecks and the rough heads like Nick King, Grayson Jones, Christopher Lloyd? They're all just, they're troublemakers, mate. They just unsettle everything. They're just unruly. You put them in a corner. Campbell Newman wouldn't let these guys get together. He wouldn't let bikies get together. How do you protect these guys against these nutbags?
No, you just got to understand your player and understand what gets them ticking. Someone like a Grayson or Kingy, they're very present all the time. You could say anything to them, but when they get out in the field, they just watch the ball. Yeah. And so you got to understand your personality profiles and figure out what makes them tick. Yeah. I guess that's the hardest part about being captain. But if you master that, you're able to get guys to be at their best all the time.
Yeah, one thing I noticed, the Seagulls, I think I've been involved with you guys for 7 or 8 years. It's always good banter, but when you get out there, holy smokes, look out, the Seagulls mean business. You need to mean business, Corey. You come up against the Tigers, and then I think you got South, and I forget who the third side is, but you need to win these last 3 games to make it in the finals. You're not out of it, but you just need to get some wins.
No, yeah, definitely. I'd say we're going to have to win most of those games to be a chance of the finals for the following week. It's obviously going to be tough, but our problem areas are obviously that back end of our batting and that death bowling period for us. So if we can correct them and execute them, it's simple. We fix them, we're good to go.
All right, well, all the best. So last year we did quite well. Obviously the 50 over format as well, but we got to the semi-finals and that. So Corey, not out of it. I'm going to let you go here. It's 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. You'll start at down at Redlands with your game tomorrow afternoon. And then Bill Aubrey, I believe, on Sunday, back to the nest.
Yeah, we're back there trying to reclaim a few wins there. So it should be awesome fun.
Corey, I'll let you go, mate. Thanks for your time. Always a pleasure. And look, good luck for the rest of the season. You've got a pretty good side this year, as you did last year. And you got a club that built from last year. We've got to, really harp on that. The fact that the 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s all just created this, culture and brotherhood, as young Nasser used to say. So I reckon that'll pay off in the back end of the year. I reckon after Christmas, we're going to be looking pretty good. So,
absolutely. Cheers, Johnny. Have a good weekend, mate.
Great.